The next question, question number 14 is draw a labeled diagram of a Graafian follicle. Another diagram we have, let's make a diagram of Graafian follicle, which is a mature follicle through which after rupturing of this Graafian follicle, secondary oocyte is being released from the ovary into the fallopian tube where the fertilization takes place when this secondary oocyte actually meets with the sperm cell. Now, Graafian follicle looks like this. This is Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle is having granulosa cells like this. Granulosa cells. Now, this Graafian follicle is actually also containing our secondary oocyte, which is not being completed its second meiotic division. So, inside the Graafian follicle, we have an secondary oocyte here. This is our secondary oocyte, which is haploid and have not been completed its meiotic division. Secondary oocyte having a layer surrounding it. This layer is known as proteinaceous layer. First of all, this proteinaceous layer is actually known as zona pellucida. This is known as zona pellucida. Now, surrounding this zona pellucida, there is a layer of granulosa cells, multi-layer of granulosa cells surrounding the zona pellucida, and this layer is known as corona radiata. Corona radiata. Now, here also we have numerous cells of granulosa cells. Now, this is the structure of Graafian follicle, and this cavity, this space you can see here in the Graafian follicle, this cavity is known as antrum, which is filled with the fluid. This is the antrum or fluid filled cavity. Now, this secondary oocyte is having zona pellucida, corona radiata and granulosa cells. This is the complete structure of a Graafian follicle. After this maturation of a Graafian follicle, this Graafian follicle ruptures and releases the secondary oocyte from the ovary into the fallopian tube. And also, the most important thing to remember is this secondary oocyte is actually present not in the center of this Graafian follicle. It is actually present eccentrically towards the periphery of the Graafian follicle. So, this is the complete structure of a Graafian follicle you can see.